Hello everybody, it's Sally here from Euro Camping Cars. This is our third podcast, and today I am really excited because I spent some time with Hervé, who works for Park for Night, and he told me all about this amazing app, which if you don't know about it, listen to this podcast because it is something truly special and will change your life in the motorhoming world. I hope you enjoy it. Nice to meet you anyway, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Park for Night is kind of like one of those things that's become really, really quite well known and famous. I almost feel like I'm talking to somebody quite famous, a pop star, because Park for Night is that well known. Everybody in the motorhome industry goes absolutely nuts about it.
Yeah, so especially in France and Germany, but in Europe now we have more than 3 million users. Yeah, in last 12 months, we have more than 3 million unique users. So in France and Germany, we have almost 1 million users in each country. And then we have Spain and UK, more than 200,000 users. And Switzerland is our fifth country.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Italy, and some other small countries like Austria and Czechia.
Yeah, it's growing. So I have some questions, but the first thing, as I said before, it's so popular that when I put on one of the motorhome groups that I was going to speak to you, and I said, is there anything any questions that anybody had to ask? All they wanted to do was say, thank him for setting up Park for Night. That's all I got. I didn't get any questions.
Sorry for that.
No, it was good. It was really good. So, first thing I want to know, and this is for people considering getting motorhomes. We Euro Camping Cars. We sell motorhomes to people from outside Europe, and they buy a motorhome. They register it here in France, and then they can go all over Europe. So I wanted to introduce them to Park for Night because it is so popular with a lot of people. So I have some questions to ask you. So tell me about Park for Night. What exactly is it?
Okay. So Park for Night is community mobile app. It has been developed by two van users 8 years ago. And in fact, they were wondering how to find nice spots to park, and so as they were IT engineers, they say, okay, we'll create it, and we'll share some places, and some other people will share it, and then we will have the best spots in Europe, and that's the app. And so now we have more than 150,000 places in Europe.
Yeah.
And main advantage from Park for Night is you can discover some very nice places with beautiful landscapes and just park and enjoy the nature outside.
And also there's there's a subscription to it too. So what's the difference between if you subscribe to Park for Night, the app, or if you just use it, because there's also a free service as well for you to test. So what's the difference between the two?
So for a very cheap price of €10 per year, so you will have so many advantages. Like you can download the whole database into your phone so that you can use it without any network. You can have a satellite view, so it's perfect when you are looking for spots in nature. You can see whether you are far from the beach or in the middle of the forest, for instance. Mm-hmm. You will have no more advertisements in the app. And also one very important thing is you can make a search on a trip. Means you are going to a destination and you need some power or some water, and the app will tell you without making any additional kilometers. It will tell you what's the best spots on the road to find water or power.
Yeah, I have to admit, last year I subscribed, and because I went out in a motorhome. And that was really useful to be able to put in the destination and then see all the way along the route, the picnic sites, the rest places, and I noticed also you've got a new icon which is like the farms, so you can start staying in farms and different places as well. They show up, so that was really really useful part of it. You covered it a little bit, but where exactly does it operate now? I know we have it in France, but just go over again. Is it just Europe?
No. In fact, since 2 years we are starting to develop in USA and Canada,
Oh, really?
and we also have some spots in Australia. But of course, the core business is still in Europe. Last February, we have made our first exhibition in Canada. And in the future, we will do more in USA and Canada to develop, especially also because there is no real competitor in such countries. And so there is, of course, the motor market and caravan market is very big there. And so that's what we want to do.
And am I right in thinking that you get the information, it kind of like self-grows itself? Because when you become a member of Park for Night, you are then the person who puts on more information. So it just kind of grows organically as people go around different sites and finds different places. They add their own reviews and their own information on.
Yeah, that's how it works in Europe. Yeah. And for instance, only during this summer, we got some 30,000 new places in only 2 months. So it's a huge work for us to make sure that the places are allowed, and because of course we want everyone to be safe and to respect also the local regulations. And so it's a big workload for us. And but maybe for Canada and USA, maybe we'll have to work on some on adding some POS from our sites if we want to grow faster. Yeah. But in Europe, we have so many users now. It's growing very, very fast without, I would say, without adding new places by ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah, and the other good thing about it is because when you go, you can make a review, so it keeps it current as well. If there's a site that's maybe not so good this year as it was last year, the latest review will tell you, you know, what's changed and what's happening. So
of course we are reading each comment coming in the app. Yeah, because the comments can tell us that the place is not existing anymore, or it's forbidden now, and so we are reading any comments, and we have so many emails every day. But we have to of course to do this job to make sure that the database is up to date.
So actually, it's really important if anybody who's thinking of using the app and getting into it, please put your review on as well. It's really crucial that you add add your review to keep everything current, to keep everything up to date, and to make sure that it's good for the next guy, good for the next person.
Yeah, because we are receiving so many emails of people telling us, oh, this was wrong information for this place. And so then we ask them, did you put some comments so that we can understand that it's not available anymore?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't do this.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. So the point for everybody then, make a note. If you go to a place and it's not there, don't just carry on. Make a note, put it on the review, because you guys, you actually read them and you take note of them and you take them off. Okay. Just go over the cost again for the subscription. Is it in US dollars or Australian dollars? How much is it?
It's in euro.
Right.
And in euro, so it's same, of course, in dollars. It's 10 euros per year.
And that's it. Just for the 1 year, 10 euros.
Yeah.
That's really cheap.
Yeah. Yeah,
but don't put your prices up. Don't put your prices up. But it
is. I mean, it's affordable for many people.
Yeah.
For everyone, I would say, and also thanks to Park for Night, they can make so many savings because they will discover some free sites to park, and of course it will be sometimes very wonderful places.
Yeah. Oh no, it's excellent value for money. I think that's probably the reason why it's so popular, because other places, other sites that do similar things, or even if you buy a campsite book or an air de service book, €25, something like that, for a book that does half of France. So this is brilliant. Okay, so I have another question for you, which is your future plan. So it's brilliant as it is at the moment. You've muted that you're talking about Canada and America, but what else are you going to do? Have you got any other ideas that you can reveal to us?
That's a good question. Of course, we are studying carefully what's how the market is moving. And of course, we are working on some new services also for companies, because it's also very important for GPS makers, for instance, to have nice places to park inside the GPS. So, for instance, we just launched in July partnership with Alpine. And now, when you buy an Alpine product, you will have Park4Night inside. Alpine is a GPS manufacturer. And so our intention is to work more and more with a GPS maker. So that's Park4Night database is, and users can get the Park4Night database very easily.
That sounds like it would be a brilliant thing, because a lot of our vehicles, they have the integrated GPS. And so to have that come up on the screen as well would be awesome. That would just work so well. And
coming back to the app, what we would like to do in the maybe not short future, but at long term, would be to be able to book a place directly in the app.
Oh gosh, what, like a a campsite?
Yeah, exactly. So first step will be to make the availability of sites on the app, because this is very easy to develop. Of course, we need to discuss with campsite managers and etc. But of course, when you find a campsite inside the app, the best is to be sure that place is available, especially during summer.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah.
And that's why this will be the first step. And then, of course, it would be perfect if you find a nice spot in Park4Night and you can book it directly. This is also something that we are thinking about. Of course, maybe you noticed we have now a new version of the app. Since July. Now it's very stable. We fixed many bugs that we couldn't see before the launch, unfortunately. And but now it's working very perfectly, according also to end users' reviews. And it was something like 1 or 2 years work to make it a completely new app.
And the app is available on iPhone and also Android as well. It's on the two. And you've got the website as well, so you can go on the computer and look at park4night.com.
Yeah.
And go on.
And so last year we worked on the app, and this year we want to renew the website, which is a bit old design.
Okay.
And to be at the same level as the app.
So you've got your work cut out for you then. You're a very busy man.
In fact, yeah, we are still a small team. We are something like 5 or 6 people.
Really? Oh gosh, yeah. Because when I think of it, I think of a great big office and 30 people. Or
no, not yet. Maybe in the future, but not yet. But of course, during the summer, as we have so new places and so many new comments, we are hiring some people for 2 or 3 months. But during the whole year, we are something like 6 or 7 people. Yeah.
And whereabouts is your office? Are you in Paris or?
But as we are a small team, still we have 2 partners of the company. One is working in Poland.
In Poland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because his wife is from Poland, and the other partner lives in south of France. And each people, in fact, work at home.
So the COVID lockdown and everything That was no issue for you. You already work sort of like at a distance anyway. Yeah. This is the modern IT world, isn't it? This is how we're going to be in the future.
But of course, if we grow, we will maybe need to have at least one office if we continue growing. For sure.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's brilliant. Thank you, Hervé. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. My first star interview.
Cool. Êtes-vous sûr?
Okay. Well, it's been lovely to meet you. Thank you so much. And genuinely, every flipping person I speak to says, "Oh, Park for Night is the best Park for Night." It's just like, come on.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Well, it sounds like you're busy, so I'm going to let you go. But if there's anything else that you want to add or any other information that you want to have, please, this is your moment. So say if there's anything else you want to say about Park for Night, just go ahead.
Okay. I want to thank you all users that are making Park for Night what it is right now. Because of course, without them, we will never exist. And so thank you to all of you.
Oh, that's really kind. Thank you. They appreciate it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Hervé. It's good to meet you, and I'll catch up with you again another time. This is Sally from EuroCampingCars.com. Thanks so much for listening. If you want to hear more, just subscribe to our podcasts, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.